From NBC News, this is Today.
Now that most kids are back in school or about to be, they may be excited to see their new friends, get back into their activities, but getting them excited about homework, an entirely different story.
Oh boy, yeah, and as parents know, it can be a battle to carve out the time and get the kids to buckle down rather, and to focus. And here with some advice to help us handle those homework headaches is Dana Points, the editor-in-chief of Parents Magazine, the proud mother of two as well. And we also have some kids from the crowd helping us along with our segment this morning. Dana, good morning.
Hey, Dana.
Good morning.
So
Hi.
you have an 11-year-old and a 9-year-old.
I do.
What are the battles at home when it comes to homework?
Well, the battle du jour, really,
Yes.
literally, is the summer work that needed to be done
Yeah.
before the school year starts, which for us is on Monday.
I know
So
that feeling.
We're in the home stretch.
Mine finished his homework last night and school starts today.
Yes,
There
last
you go.
night.
I want to point out that I'm in way over my head already with chemistry. I have no chance to pass this
Right.
class whatsoever. Let's talk about downtime. They race home from school. Is it a good idea to have them get right into their homework or let them breathe a little bit?
No, surprisingly, you need to give them a little kind of downtime, detox time, especially if your child doesn't have gym or recess at school on a daily basis. The kind of large motor movement, the ability to kind of run around, burn off some steam. So try to either commute home by scooter or walking, running, or give them a little time to play outdoors, and then settle down and try to agree upon a time when homework will start.
Okay, so then you agree on the time, but then what about the location? Because that's equally as important to get them to really focus their attention, right?
It is, although many parents assume that the child needs to be at a desk, and it's actually not the case. You want the child to work where he or she is most comfortable. So depending on the activity that they're doing, if they're reading, for example, a quiet corner might just be fine. Some kids like to lie on their belly while they're working. As long as they're not distracted by screens in the room, for example, you should be fine.
Okay, well, you mentioned screens. This is a hard one because in some places, beginning as early as 3rd or 4th grade,
Yeah.
homework is assigned on iPads or on computers. So your kid's on the computer already,
Yeah.
ostensibly doing his homework.
Lots of temptation.
But there's a lot of temptation.
There is a
are
lot of
games, there's
temptation.
online. How do you prevent that?
Kids, close your ears, but parents, you can turn off the router to keep them on the computer but off the internet.
Good idea.
Now, you will find that at a certain age the child needs the internet in order to do the
Right.
homework, and you should establish with the teacher on curriculum night whether they should be Googling answers or using spell check. Different teachers have different policies about that, but we're all going to have to toggle back and forth. We all do it in our daily lives, so you have to model that behavior for your kids and show them that they need to really focus and kind of keep an eye on what's going on, which means the homework needs to happen in a public spot.
You got to be a little bit over their shoulder the whole time. All right, now we have our kids here, as I mentioned, and James, you're 10 years old, Grace, Laura, 7, and Laura, 8. James, you have a question about homework?
Yes. How long should it take for somebody to do their homework?
That's a great question.
Well, it depends on what grade you're in. So in your case, because you're in 5th grade, it's 10 to 20 minutes starting in 1st grade, and then 10 minutes after that for every grade. So that's a little bit of a math problem, but in your case, 5th grade, you could have up to 50 minutes of homework according to the NEA. So if you take longer than that, you might want to talk to your mom about it or your dad, and they can go and talk to your teacher because you might have too much homework, or maybe you don't quite have that much, and that's fine. You can find other things to do. There's always a book to read.
James, what are you working on over there, buddy?
I'm working on compound words.
Uh-oh. Lost me already. Lost me.
That's it,
We
we're
looked at
out.
each other and shrugged.
We're out.
This is great advice. This is a hard question for a lot of kids and a lot of parents, so we appreciate you all being with us. Thanks.
Thank you.
Dana Points. Thank you, kids. Great job. Thank you. We're back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.